Good evening. Welcome to A Bass Guy Show, eh? Hope you're well wherever you are. Please stop. Thank you. Welcome to A Bass Guy Show. This is episode 1008,024.
I'm doing great so far. I heard Montreal's getting a lot of rain this Saturday coming up. It's going to bring a whole lot of heavy rain Saturday and Saturday night in Montreal. Where you're at?
Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie MacDonald, are you on Charlotte Street?
Yes, I'm on Charlotte Street. They just tore up the sidewalks.
Oh, wow. So they've been redoing the whole street and we've been watching the whole thing. Okay, 1 second. I can't hear you. For some reason, your audio was coming through my telephone. That's so weird. Frankie, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, I can hear you again. For some reason, it was on my phone. So I can see you. I can hear you. And tell us again about the rain.
It's going to bring a whole lot of rain to Montreal Saturday and Saturday night. And Montreal's going to bring really heavy rain in Montreal, Quebec, including bass guy Patrick Macca and Angie TV and all those guys. They're getting a whole lot of rain Saturday and Saturday night in Montreal, Quebec. Where you're at?
When you say a whole lot of rain, how much rain are we talking about, Frankie?
It's going to bring over 70 to 100 millimeters rain. You can take videos and take pictures of it.
Okay, I will do. I've been really, really busy, but I've got a new toy that I'm going to show for show and tell today later. So if you stick around, you'll see that. Frankie, how is Nova Scotia? Ask Sky of the Universe.
Right now, it's clear outside. It's going to rain in Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, PEI, New Brunswick, tomorrow, including Quebec and Eastern United States and Ontario, and Boston, New York, and all these places in Washington, D.C., where President is at.
So your advice is good because Sky of the Universe said, I don't know that we're going to get rain, so now he's going to get prepared.
Yes, I checked the forecast for Montreal. It's going to bring a whole lot of rain to Los Angeles. It's going to get really cold weather next week. North Dakota's, they're getting a big snowstorm up in Alberta Monday and Tuesday next week. It's going to bring really cold temperatures in Calgary, Edmonton, Red Deer, Lethbridge, and Medicine Hat, and all these places. It's going to bring really cold weather in Alberta. It's going to bring a lot of snow.
Sky of the Universe told me that the United Kingdom and Scotland is getting flooding and there's villages being evacuated because there's so much rain in Scotland.
There's so much rain in Scotland so far. It was a lot of rain. Jerry, all the way from Scotland, seen that big rainstorm because his umbrella got damaged.
And you remember, what happens if it's too windy and you have your umbrella outside?
It's going to be really, really, really windy.
That's right. And you remember up a ladder guy, my brother Thomas from Scotland, he was here. He's in one of those zones, I think.
I'm going to do some space time.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Hey, man.
Oh, you're doing great. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm in Montreal. Nice to see you.
I love Montreal. It's the funnest city ever.
Oh, you've been here before?
Yeah, of course. Strip clubs galore.
And how awesome is Frankie MacDonald?
He's a man. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great so far. Just going for a walk. How we heading to do at least after Bass Guy show?
Frankie's going to go clubbing. You're going to do some dancing, Frankie. You're the man.
Yes, and Montreal's getting a whole lot of rain. It's going to bring snow in Calgary, Edmonton, Red Deer, Medicine Hat, Lethbridge, even North Dakota next week because according to Brandon Halk and Joey Only, it's going to bring really cold weather in Western Canada next week. It's going to bring lots of snow in Kenora, Ontario sometime next week, including Fargo, North Dakota, Bismarck, North Dakota, and Grand Forks, North Dakota, is around areas.
Could you say hi to our friend Rosebud?
Hi, Rosebud. I'm doing great.
Amazing. So, hey,
What's
Frankie, say hi to all your friends. Take your time.
Yes, I'd like to introduce another fan of mine. This is another fan of mine I'd like to introduce to one of my fans. This is him.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm in Montreal. You sound like you're from England.
Oh no, I'm from Nigeria.
Things are going
Nigeria.
so far.
Yes.
And then did you hear about this up in Montreal? They're getting a whole lot of rain.
Wow. You know people from all over the world, Frankie. This is amazing.
And
Is it a busy night? It's a busy night in Sydney, Nova Scotia tonight.
Yeah, and that means a couple of guests around Bass Guy show.
That's right. We might have some guests. Well, maybe later. We'll see. Well, if you want to, the other person can call in. Hey,
just the people walking up the street. This guest approaching to my camera.
let's see them. Bring them on the show, Frankie. We love it.
And the Van Goat said, "Hi, Van Goat."
That's right. You're on fleek today, Frankie. You're on the ball. We have Van Goat here from North Carolina. I was just learning about.
One of these days, Van Goat could be a guest on Bass Guy show.
That's right, Bass Guy Show. I just watched a movie that I sent to you, Frankie, called Quicksilver, a Stephen King film with a boy in a wheelchair. It was Corey Haim, and they filmed it in North Carolina in 1984, I think. It's called Quicksilver, a great Halloween film.
If it's somebody turned to host in a nightclub, what does that mean?
That means... Turn that music down! Turn the music down! And you have to go and knock on the door. And why is there a bouncer at the door?
That means the dad cracked.
The dad couldn't take it. He couldn't take the coronavirus lockdown. He took the family credit card. He maxed it out at Home Depot. He painted all the walls black. He got a disco ball, a huge sound system. And then the neighbors came, and then the police came. And they said, "Sir, are you the owner of this house?
Yes.
Is this a residential or is this a commercial area?
Residential.
Do you have a permit for this, sir?
No.
Put your hands behind your back. You're coming with us." Then what happens, Frankie?
That means the kid, when the kid wakes up in the morning and say, "Mom, what happened?"
Son, your father and
Dad and I are getting divorced.
we're getting a divorce, which became quite popular in the 90s. So the word of the day, Stefan, in Slovakia is spooky. Can you say hello to Slovakia?
Hi, Slovakia. Stan in Slovakia. I'm doing great so far. Stefan in Slovakia. I'm doing great.
Amazing. Here's a question from Van Goat in North Carolina. Does Frankie have some Halloween candy on his left shoe?
I don't have any Halloween candy on my left shoe at all.
Playing jokes on us again. He also says Frankie rules.
And then I'm doing great so far.
And you have lots of friends, and it's a good night. It looks like you have nice weather there. It's hot here. What's it like over there?
It's good. It's mild weather in Sydney, Nova Scotia right now. And Montreal's getting a whole lot of rain tomorrow.
Frankie, we have Rosebud saying Wisconsin adores you, and we have Van Co saying, has Bass Guy ever been to Nigeria? No, I've been to Namakwaland in Africa, but not Nigeria, and Durban in South Africa. I used to live in Cape Town.
Oh my God, Montreal's getting a whole lot of rain tomorrow. Where you're at, they're getting a lot of rain on Sunday too.
What should I do to get prepared, Frankie?
Be prepared. Make sure to stay indoors and don't go outside because it's going to be so much rain. And maybe it's going to be windy conditions up in Montreal where you're at, Bass Guy. Videos.
Oh, and what if you're in the puddles? Oh, we lost connection here. Please stand by. Oh, we lost connection because now we have Sky of the Universe.
Whoops, sorry, come on, get on the game. What's up?
That's
everybody?
okay. You introduce yourself and I'll invite Frankie to the conversation.
Yeah, sure. Hey, what's up, everybody? So, it's me, Sky of the Universe, a.k.a. Patrick, here in Montreal, southwest Montreal. And, I just wanted to say again, happy to Jack. 49 years young.
Oh, thank you. You're saying happy birthday. Sorry, I was so busy getting the connection. So now we're going to have Frankie and Pat here. So thank you very much, Sky of the Universe. And Frankie, say hi to Pat.
Hi, Pat. I'm doing great so far. 2 girls approached me on Bass Guy Show just now. One walking up the street and the other one walking up the street. They're doing great so far.
So far as well.
Well, that's amazing, eh, Pat? All the women coming up to Frankie?
He's lucky. He's a good man.
How does it make you feel, Frankie?
It makes me feel great.
Amazing. And you're having a great night tonight? You're going to go dancing and sing karaoke, maybe?
Yeah, karaoke's tomorrow night. And did you hear about this? And then Nelson Peabody is working on the Jokes on Bass Guy Show.
He's working on jokes. I'm having a hard time just getting the pictures here. So, hey, Sky, tell us what your day was like. What did you get up to today?
Regular.
Oh my God, my dad is saying my dad is doing great so far. He's on Bass Guy Show now.
Okay, so hello, Mr. McDonald. How are you? Sorry,
Happy
Pat, we're
birthday.
just getting adjusted here.
And I'm saying Bass Guy's birthday. I'll say, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bass Guy Show. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Frankie. That means a lot to me coming for you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Frankie, Sandy, and Sky of the Universe, Patrick.
Yes, happy birthday indeed. Yeah, man.
And I found out my dad and Van Gogh has been reunited since 2019.
They've been reunited. Hello to Frank MacDonald. Hello to Frank MacDonald, and hello to Van Gogh as well. Happy birthday. Thank you very much, Mr. MacDonald. 49 is the new 37. That means I'll be half 100 years old next year.
I'm 37, so there you go.
Van Gogh says, I'm here for Bass Guy's birthday shoe. Well, I'm here for Pat and Frankie MacDonald and all of you, so...
Thank you, Jack.
Frankie MacDonald, your birthday is on April 24th or 6th?
24th of April 2024. I'll be 40 years old on April 24th, 2024.
And Pat, you're July 16th?
July 15th.
50. I got it pretty close, though, right, for my memory?
Yeah. A lot of birthdays to remember.
That's right. We've been doing this show for 10 years, and we've celebrated at least 100 people's birthdays, so...
Larry's probably takes the cake.
Yeah, Larry is 137 years old now.
Incredible. Wow.
Frankie, have you been watching any spooky Halloween films?
Some of it so far. Things are going great so far. Last year, they released a Halloween Ends movie in 2022. Spoiler alert, it was a great movie and things like this. That means that the movies contain spoilers and things like this.
That's right, April 15th, right after... Actually, Frankie's birthday is on my brother Mike's birthday, and Thomas's is on the 15th. And spoiler alert, I just watched E.T., and he makes a machine to phone home.
That's incredible. Wow.
Pat, what kind of Halloween spooky films do you like to watch if you're ever in the mood?
I like the old horror movies, like from the 50s, 40s, 50s. Frankenstein. Boris Karloff was a great actor for horror movies. I'm sure you've heard.
Amazing.
And what about Zombieland?
You two talk it out for a while. I'm going to take a break. I'm thirsty.
Yeah, sure, Jack. So, Frankie, what do you think is going to be the weather for Nova Scotia this winter coming? Do you have any predictions?
It's going to be a lot of snow this winter coming. It's going to bring a whole lot of snow. Nova Scotia, PEI, New Brunswick, Newfoundland, and Quebec, and Ontario, and out west in England, United States, and France, and Europe, and Japan, and those places. Then they got total solar eclipse heading for Sydney, Nova Scotia on Monday, April 8, 2024.
Yeah, it's going to be spectacular. Did you see the eclipse last weekend? I think it was. It was a partial eclipse. I don't know if you saw it.
Where Brian Smith, the Portland Weather Uncensored, is at.
Oh, yes, exactly. So, and what do you think is going to be the weather next summer? Any predictions for next summer?
It's going to be really, really hot. That means July and August. It's this year. Sydney, Nova Scotia had so much rain this July and August past. It had a whole whack of rain. Somewhere outside of Halifax, really close to Halifax, had 300 plus millimeters of rain in one storm.
Wow, and they had the forest fires too.
In spring in Nova Scotia.
That's a lot of rain. Wow.
We have a question from Van Gogh saying, has Pat ever seen anyone in a dumpster while going around Montreal?
Yeah, I've seen people going around the dumpsters. Yes, some people going in there and picking out garbage and whatnot. So yeah, for sure.
Well, actually, food prices are so high. Dumpster diving's an actual thing, right?
Yeah, there's an article on CBC about it where like the grocery stores apparently waste a lot of food and ends up in the dumpsters. And apparently the people go in there and the food's still good. It's just food that maybe expires in 2 days or something, and they just throw it out, and the dumpster divers take it out and donate it to food banks or homeless people that day, So,
like Moisson Montreal, we did a gig there with Skrank. We did 2 gigs for the food bank. Get ready for winter, you Northern Utes. So what's going to happen this winter here in Montreal and Nova Scotia, Frankie?
A lot of snow all across North America, Europe, and Asia.
Japan gets a lot of snow too, right?
and total solar eclipse is heading for Sydney, Nova Scotia on Monday, April 8th, 2024.
Are you going to do anything for Halloween? Are you going to go out, Frankie?
I just did a new vampire video and things like this. I just did 2 new comedy videos. And the guy dances and being chased by black bears. In another video, the guy dances and raining more pizzas.
Frankie, sorry, Pat. Frankie sent me a video. Can I play the video now, Frankie?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second here. I just got to minimize the screen and get it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bass Guy Show. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much, Frankie, for that video. So Halloween is next, and everyone will be going out trick-or-treating. People are... Hey, I was going to show you guys some pretty cool pictures. I'll just show the audience here of a house that is on St. Anne Street near the Couche-Tard, actually. And I showed you these photos the other day, right, Pat?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, and I've also seen it in person. Yeah, and the story behind it and everything. Yeah, incredible.
It's between the John Abbott bus station on Lakeshore and the Couche-Tard, and it's every year, and they light it. They're only just starting it, and it lights up, and they have horses from hell and all these different scary, spooky skeletons and a flying witch. And I went and took some quick photos the other day, and there you can see them there. Frankie, is there any Halloween decorations up in your area?
They got some, yes, they got Halloween decorations up in my area. It's going to kick up in the high gear next week because next Friday is 300th day of 2023.
How did Halloween start, Frankie?
That means that Halloween, when the kids go trick-or-treating and things like this, knocking doors and wearing costumes.
Pat, you have anything to say about Halloween? Any stories or...
Oh, it's a fun holiday. I used to dress up.
And I just did it. I just did another video on YouTube, facts about the Halloween night 2023.
And Pat, do you have any stories on Halloween?
Yeah, I used to enjoy dressing up. Dressing up as different things: zombies, ghosts, getting candy, that sort of thing. Yeah, it was always fun. It was always a good time.
It's fun to spook each other out and watch films and the lights and the colors, and it's nice to just celebrate life or even celebrate death as what Halloween is. It's the coming. It used to be Samhain, right? It's the coming of winter. Basically, we're preparing for the cycle of death and then life again in the spring.
Yeah, it's true. That's what it symbolizes. And visit a cemetery, like you said, Jack. It's a great experience. It's tranquil, peaceful. And a lot of times there's some pretty cool nature there. Birds, critters, rabbits, you name it.
I was just at the graveyard. I was visiting my family, Legault, and right beside me, a tiny, tiny little bird. It wasn't a chickadee. I don't know what it was. It was tiny, but it landed right beside me and started to chirp at me like I was in its place or something.
Imagine.
Van Gogh says he misses snow. What if Van Gogh comes to visit me at the Couche-Tard again, Frankie?
It'll be epic.
Epic. So Halloween, any movies that you can recommend, Pat, that you've seen?
Yeah, I recommend, like I said, Frankenstein, the old version. The other one, I think it was called The Fly. I don't know if that's considered a Halloween movie, but...
The old version, the Jeff Goldblum version, is really good as well.
Exactly, yes. And, of course, Frankenstein and all those classics. I love them.
E.T., The Thing.
Yeah.
I don't like gore. I like when you can't see the monster. You know, the monster is in your imagination. The thriller, psychological thriller.
I agree. It's very true. It's the best.
Duncan Tim says, I still support a McDonald run for Prime Minister against Trudeau. Canada needs him.
Yes.
Duncan wants
guys out there making stuff up.
Would you run for president, for Prime Minister of Canada, Frankie?
It's a hard thing. It's extremely hard.
Duncan says... Oh, cool. Let's see Charlotte Street. It's really coming along. Duncan says, anything going on at Dooley's this evening, Frankie?
I'll be dancing there soon.
Imagine going to see, you walk into a club, Pat, and Frankie's there dancing.
Oh man, he'd steal the show. VIP.
Gajen and I went dancing at the cave, and there was like a bunch of people in wheelchairs, and women were dancing against them. It was really pretty progressive.
Interesting. Wow.
Me and Monica went the other path.
Where did you go?
Me and Monica went the other way.
Yeah, you went the other way. You guys had ice cream, and then we left, and we drove back to Quebec and Montreal. Frankie, Andrew Herbert is here and says, Frankie, Gino said you are now the owner of the Chill Zone.
Not true, not true, not true.
Making jokes. Hey, Pat, I think
Yes.
you got like 5 bars of gold on your left foot.
No. There's no bars of gold.
Hey, Frankie, there's a bee on your shoulder.
I don't see bees on the shoulder.
Where is Nelson Peabody going to be in a week?
In Japan. And next Friday he'll be going to Tokyo, Japan. He'll be going to Japan first. And then the first weekend in November he'll be going to Singapore.
Is he really going to these places, Frankie?
Yes, he is.
Okay, what does he do again, Nelson Peabody?
He calls in the compound media and things like this. He works things like this and doing a lot of business trips and things like this.
Who is Nelson Peabody again? That's from Rocky and Bullwinkle show?
That's in a hot water show on compound media. Andrew Herbert mix up the character Nelson Peabody.
But the original Nelson Peabody, I think, is the kid with the glasses in the Rocky and Bullwinkle show, but I'm not sure. So are you guys having a good time tonight so far?
Yeah, loving the show, man.
Yes, I'm having a great time.
Music's great
Andrew
people.
Herbert is the guy to call him. Andrew Herbert, he's the guy to call the compound media.
Compound Media. Everybody's got to check that out. I've been really, really busy lately, Frankie, so sorry I haven't been around too much. Van Goat says Patrick looks like he's growing his hair out.
Yeah, I'm actually getting a haircut next week. It's time. Like Frankie's haircuts, it's time.
I remember when we did the Sky of the Universe birthday show on our show, and you had a beard. You had the G.I. Joe look going on.
Oh yeah, it's I got a bit annoying, so I took it off. But
All
yeah, it's
good.
good to change the style sometimes, you know.
Hey, bass guy, watch me pull a beak out of my hat. That's what Nelson Peabody would say. Hey, watch me take. Bullwinkle would say, watch me take a rabbit out of my hat.
And Nelson Peabody, he's the guy on the compound media.
So you guys are having fun on a bass guy show?
Yes, I'm a bass guy show.
Okay, well, let's wrap it up. Before we go, we'll let Pat go first, and then Frankie, and just say whatever you want, and then we'll move on to the next segment because my back is starting to hurt. So, but thank you very much, Pat. Go for it, Pat.
Yeah, my pleasure, and thank you, Jack, for all you do, man. I love your show. It's great comedy, music, entertainment, and like you said so many times, it's not just about that. It's the message behind everything you do, and there's always a meaning behind every little thing. And happy 49th, buddy, and hopefully I'll be in the studio soon.
Thank you, Pat. Frankie, you want to say anything before you sign out?
Best of luck to you. I'm Frankie McDonald. You are listening to Bass Guy Show.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, man. Right on. Woo! Frankie McDonald. Now we're going to move on to some show and tell.
Show and tell is what we're gonna do. It might be old to him, but new to you. And it doesn't even matter if you've seen it before. Bass guy, show and tell. Show and tell.
So welcome to Show and Tell. This is the next segment on the Bass Guy Show. We're doing this all live in one take. I do edit the videos often later just to make them shorter. I'll take out any dead space or whatever. But everything, all the music, the transitions, the phone calls, the music, everything's being done live in one take. So for Show and Tell, I told you before that I was parted from a true love 14 years ago. And she's back now. That was the drum set turning off. I used to do photography quite a lot. I moved to South Africa and went to India twice and Kazakhstan and lived all over Scotland, and I moved to France, and I used to have an SLR camera, like a big reel camera with a lens, like expensive camera, and I didn't just take pictures and have fun. I got books and I went crazy and I studied and I thought I'll do this just like I learned bass guitar. And I learned all about the manual mode and the settings and the aperture and the lens and all these different things. And then I studied the greats like Henry Cartier-Bresson and Ansel Adams and Deanne. Do we have a call coming in? That's weird. I hear someone phoning sometimes. And I really got into it, and then I wanted to. Part of me wanted to be like, I was traveling the world a lot, and when I gigged, I would travel. So I took pictures, and I learned how to study people and faces. And then I learned it's just like music. The gear, the camera, the guitar doesn't really matter. It's one famous photographer, Bresson, said, "I don't care about photography at all. I care about life." And he was out, and it's about composition and lead-in lines and light and shadows and telling a story. And basically painting was around for hundreds of years, and then all of a sudden when the camera came along, people thought, oh, that's cheating, like one click, you know. But what you have to paint a whole painting in one click. It's not easy. You have to get the definitive moment. It's like when there's something that exactly happens, and there's a person, and there's light, and there's all that going on in real time in all dimensions. It's all about light. So it's not the greatest camera in the world, but it's a pretty good starter point. So I'm getting back into photography, and what I have here, I got this in Scotland. This is a 35mm film camera. So this has a nice manual mode. So I'm still shooting. I just developed some film in black and white and film. But here, I went and got myself, this is going to get me out the house and get exercise. And I got myself a secondhand digital Nikon camera here. And this is a very good camera, and it shoots. It's an old camera. It's 10 years old because they're expensive, these things. And this one's got 24 megapixels, and this is an 18 to 55mm lens. I need to get a bigger lens, yeah, baby. And I'm learning manual mode and light and all the different settings. And it's like music. You have 12 notes. You can mix them all. There's so many different things you can do. You can just go on automatic and click, but you can create art with this. So I would like to show you some of my photos by just going to my website. And I have a for fun page now. So this is my website, and I have a normal photo page here. If you click on photos, I actually went there, and there's a bit of information, and there's also links to the history of the Taj Mahal. The guy was actually going to build another one across the river in black, but he died before it could happen. There's the Ajanta Caves. I went and saw the sleeping Buddha, so I didn't take that picture. But I lived in Cape Town, and as I was saying, I wanted to get into street photography, and I even wanted to do wars and whatever, and I got right into it. And I was hanging out with all these journalists in South Africa and listening to the radio, and there was always stuff happening there. And a few times I had bullets and guns and explosions go off beside me, and I really got into it. And then there's the peaceful side of it too. This is in North Kerala, down North India, in Kerala. And sometimes you just get lucky. Sometimes it's about the settings. And so I thought while I was traveling the world, I might as well take pictures. So you can go to my website and you can check out all those photos. They're not all there, but there's some there. And I have a new page. If you click on, I have to move this here. There's a tab here. If you click on the tab, there's a section that says new. so it's kind of hidden. It's my first time having a real camera in 14 years, so I'm getting back into it. And the camera I have now is better than the one I've ever used before, so it's only going to get better. And this is the butterfly garden that's at McGill and near John Abbott. There's the locks where we are. Deanne Arbus, that's who I was thinking of. She was a housewife, and she picked up a 35mm cheap camera film, and she started filming disabled people and street people, and she had an eye for it, and she became world famous for her work. But I don't know. I always joke about it. Maybe in another 35 years of photography and art and music, maybe I'll get the hang of it and make more than $37 a month. We have a new bread store in town called Darling, a bakery, which is nice. Here's a photo I just took going for a walk the other day near Seneville. And there's the pier in St. Anne's. Van Gogh was there. And so I'm just taking some photos, having fun with it. So you can check that out on my website. And you can go back to home. And also all my albums are available. They're all free. There's a free Halloween album here. And all of this crap is available for free on bassguyshow.com, provided to you by Enlightenment Industries. So thank you for watching a Bass Guy Show and Tell.
Show and tell, it's what we're gonna do. It might be old to him, but new to you. And it doesn't even matter if you've seen it before. Bass Guy Show and Tell. Show and tell.
And now Larry would like to show you a Bass Guy Show, 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 7 years. Here's 7 years ago. It was my birthday yesterday, and here's my birthday on a Bass Guy Show. And I'd like to thank Van Gogh and Sandy for being two of the almost only original bass gangers. So let's take a look. I had no idea what was going on. Barry and Matt came over and told me I just had to stay home.
Expenses, that's your new car.
You're giving.
Okay, so we've got a Bass Guy sticker. Jack, are you on here?
Yeah, I'm on there, yeah.
So we would present on behalf of the Bass Gang. You there's graphics people out there. Sloppy did this one.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
And we're so thrilled to be part of the Bass Gang and all the special things that you do. So that's just a little small token of our appreciation, along with the chips and dip. Now, where are you gonna put it? Where do you put all your
chips and dips and stuff?
No, your sticker.
My sticker. I don't know.
It needs to be a place of honor.
I don't know. Should put it on my truck.
On your truck.
Or yeah, on the base.
I don't know. Who's that? Is somebody calling in?
Could be. No one's calling in.
Oh.
Okay, so where do I normally put this? Well, I'm gonna decide where to put it. I'll probably put it on my base. Wow, this is awesome.
Amazing. These are
Thank you so much, Sloppy on Focus.
Sloppy did. And
I don't know if you could hear me, but
Motors, thank you.
Let
You said
me
that's
see
from,
that sticker
is
for a
that
sec.
from Sloppy?
Well, Sloppy did it. The gang kind of decided what was going to go on it. But we thought the best place
Give
for
BG
this,
a mic. Okay.
for this would be, well, it's not out there anymore, but it was out there on the camera. It was on the back of this 2010 Dodge Caliber.
What is that?
That's your new car.
You're giving me a car?
The Bass Gang is giving you a car for your birthday.
You are not. No, you're not. Are you serious? Holy shitballs. Oh my god. This has got to be a joke, right?
Happy birthday.
You're shitting me, right?
I'm not.
From who? A car from you?
No, it's a car from the gang.
The gang bought
The
me
gang.
a... No
it
way.
Was bought with. It was bought with. Yeah.
Holy
so,
shit.
I should have probably prepared something, but I've been driving for the last 5 hours.
Which car? I don't
The car
understand.
that I pulled up in.
The car that you just pulled up in, I own.
It's in base. It's in base. It's in base. The car. It's in Bass Guy orange.
Uh-huh.
Your buddy Russ picked it. He picked the vehicle.
Russ picked the car.
He picked
okay.
the car.
It's orange, like the color of Bass Guy.
It's the Bass Guy orange. It's
Holy
it's got
shit.
the hatchback so you can put your gig gear
I'm
in
speechless. I haven't.
So just pause that for a second. So Mills Jason came from Oshawa. He drove all the way from Oshawa and drove the car on. That's not the car there. You see the car later on. They gave me a car for my birthday. And then after about 4 years, I had to do a lot of repairs on it and stuff. And then I gave the car away to my friend, Weather Guy. So thank you very much for that, bass guy. And they gave me money to help for the insurance. And it was just a life-changing thing. And it didn't just help me. It helped a lot of people that I knew. They used and borrowed the car.
Here, so I won't.
Yeah, there is a
I
lot.
won't take offense to not.
I'll show
you
you.
not responding to the board going on.
Here's what's going on here.
There's a lot of stuff going on. Trust me, folks.
A lot of technical stuff here. 1 second, let me show you.
And Larry is useless.
So you see there's a lot of technical crap that goes on there.
This is an old Canadian TV
So there's
show
so many
we're
things I
talking
want to show everybody, but we don't always have enough time. And so these are videos that I've just released. Some of these videos, like there's short clips of this stuff, but I put out the whole videos that no one has ever seen before. Like here's the after. Here I used to do 10 shows a day, a minute. I used to do 10 shows a week, 11 because I did a church service on Sunday. And so after that car show, I did my regular night show, and Russ came over, and Tim plays this bass here, and we did a night show, an after car show, and that's available too. We love you. Thank you for being our friends. You're watching the Bass Guy Show. No fear, we'll be right back after this commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you now. We're going to take a little quiet moment here. People are just going to go and relax and eat cucumbers and cake in the other room. We have a special guest with us. This is Dr. Bodycomb. He has been playing bass in Alaska with the Muffin People. Dr. Nair Mumstead discovered him, and he's been playing bass with the Muffin People for 23 years. Thank you, Van. You're sexy too. Mr. Dr. Bodycomb. I've known Tim since I was about 3 years old. He's OG. He was my brother Mike's friend. There's Leon. Everyone came over. So you can watch of all of this stuff later. I'm going to do some music. My back is hurting and I got to go. So every day I'm re-releasing stuff like that. So I hope you enjoy it. When it's time for me to die, so let me live my life the way I want to. I never want to hear surf music again.
future. That's the way our music is anyway. But I mean, technically, you know what I mean. I don't plan is to go out there with a 90-piece orchestra and play 2.5 hours of classical music. I don't plan that at all. I plan for both rock and classic. Without even knowing that it's rock and classic, with it being.
victims of narcissistic abuse actually end up being accused of being the abuser? Why do so many struggle with being believed, and some have even been asking, was I actually the narcissist? Now, narcissism is often characterized by a sense of self-importance, a sense of entitlement. There's haughty behavior, and they can be very disagreeable. They can be highly sensitive or highly resistant to criticism. There is a lack of empathy, and they can be very manipulative. And these characteristics, these behaviors are not just once in a while, they're almost like a default setting. They They are long-term, they are pervasive, and they are consistent. And also, just consider that many narcissistic people have what I would call a public face and a private face. Publicly, to others, they can be very kind, caring, virtuous, noble, and so on. It's behind closed doors with their victims that they can be toxic, disagreeable, and devaluing. It's the victim that is accused of gaslighting. Any credibility, they are constantly devalued. They are treated like either a child or some kind of bumbling sidekick. When they're trying to talk, the narcissistic person may just roll their eyes, laugh, give a wry smile, say things like, oh, here we go again. They use convoluted word salad and circular reasoning to confuse and irritate the partner, and then give the partner a hard time for not understanding that kind of nonsense. They're really behaving as if they'd sometimes even years. This is what's often referred to as
The same thing happens every week. My software crashes. It's not working anymore, so see you later. Can you still hear me? Thank you for watching A Bass Guy Show. Thank you. If you'd like to support, there's a tip link at the top. Get Bass Guy a cup of coffee for his birthday. Bass Guy loves you, no fear.